Buying a house is very important to a new immigrant. Most of us come to this country, Canada, call it our home, and the first thing we want to do is to buy a house. The problem with getting a mortgage for these new immigrants like myself is that banks usually want you to provide a lot of information such as your credit history in Canada, your income in Canada, as well as your down payment. Now think of you as a new immigrant. You are new to this country. You may not have a job here in Canada, so the proof of income is not there. What about credit history? You never have a credit card in Canada, so how will you have a credit history in Canada? So of the 3 requirements of getting a mortgage, you already fail on 2. So how can you get a mortgage? Well, luckily, a lot of banks provide a special program called New Immigrant Mortgage Program to you. What does it mean? As long as you come to this country in less than 5 years, they are able to give you a mortgage as long as you can provide a proof of the down payment of 35% or more, then they will give you a mortgage. So what is the process? You walk in the bank. What you have to do is show them your PR card. The PR card is the one that the Immigration Canada gives to you. At the back of the PR card has a date called the PR date. As long as this date and the date of the closing of your house is less than or within 5 years, you are considered as a new immigrant. Now, if you are considered being a new immigrant, they do not require you to have any credit history in Canada, and they do not require you to prove that you make any income in Canada, so which is great. The only thing they ask you is to provide a form of proof that you have that 35% or more down payment. Now this is the trick though. Make sure that this 35% down payment is in Canada or in a Canadian financial institution like a bank for more than a month. Now why is it so important? Well, you know there's a lot of countries, there's a restriction on money transfer wiring out of the country. Say for example, in the Republic of China, every year, each person can only send more than or no more than $50,000 US to out of the country. So if you have to have a $200,000 Canadian money as a down payment, how do you send the money that's $200,000 from your bank account in China to your bank account in Canada? You cannot do that. So most of people use their friends, their relatives to wire the money from their bank account in China to Canada here. Now, from the perspective of the banks, it is considered as money laundering. Money laundering, no good. So what you have to do is make sure that this down payment or 35% down payment of $200,000 is in your bank account for more than 30 days. So when the bank asks you to show the down payment with a history of 1 month or 30 days, you will print off the bank statement which already have the $200,000 in there. You will not have to show the money wired from out of the country, then you're good to go. So the trick to you is that make sure that you get the down payment to Canada at least a month or not longer than the closing date. So that's a small tip you have to do. Other than that, you can get a mortgage pretty easily. As long as that the purchase price is no more than $2 million, I think you're pretty easy to get a mortgage. And that is the process of getting a mortgage for new immigrants.
这里是加拿大财经1号电视台地产频道。